Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and today we are back with another Scraps to Embellishment video, and today's theme is A Mother's Love, so anything relating to Mom, because it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and sign-ups will also start for this swap tomorrow. So, I didn't want to do the normal. Y'all know me. I like to try to think outside the box and do something different. And I didn't want to do anything that just said Mom. I was thinking probably everybody would be doing that with flowers. But so I went looking, digging through my stamps, and I found this Hourglass. And I thought, that is perfect. So, that's what I ended up making. And it says, time has a wonderful way of showing us what really matters. I love you until the end of time. So, I thought that was very fitting for a mother. And this could be used on lots of different things. Not specifically, it doesn't have to specifically be on a mom page or a card or whatever. But, I thought that it was really pretty. So as you can see, it's actually shiny like an actual hourglass. So, I'm just going to let y'all hang out with me for a little while. If y'all get tired of watching, fast forward to the end. But I thought I would do something a little bit different since each week this month I'm going to try to do something different, like a different thing. Like, you know, last week it was the print and cut on the Cricut, and this month it's going to use a stamp set. And I'm thinking next week I might try to do something that doesn't require any tools at all. And then, I'm not sure, maybe a metal die or a Cricut cut for the last week. I don't know yet, but I wanted to mix it up so that it fits a whole range of people, because not everyone has a cutting machine, you know, not everyone has stamps, not everyone has a metal die cut machine, and so I just wanted to be versatile, I guess, and show everyone there is different ways to create, and you don't have to have all the expensive tools. Okay, so all that to say, we're doing a stamp set, and this is the stamp set, and it is a Temu stamp set, and I did check, and it is available, and I'll try to remember to link that below. But you get it with the dies, and it comes with all these dies. Sorry if there's a glare. So, I'm just going to show you guys how I stamp out stuff and how I do it. I know I've had lots of questions asked about how I get such a clean stamp with one time, because I don't use a stamp platform. But I have this mat, and y'all have heard me say this before. This is, you know, just a general mat. A lot of people make them. But on the back of this one, there is a foam pad. And this foam pad is perfect for stamping because it has a little bit of cushion to it. Now, you could use a mouse pad or anything like that. The Close to My Heart stamp sets actually come with a little, like a packing, what's it called? Like the packing sheet type material that's kind of like this, but it's clear. You can totally use that too, but anything with a little bit of cushion, but not too much, because that way you get a clean impression whenever you stamp. Alright, so I'm just taking scraps of my paper. This is just some white scraps, and I have my stamp block. And to stamp my images that I always color, I like to use the Intense Black Close to My Heart. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out, but I guess we'll see. Hopefully it's not for a long time. So I'm just going to put this on here. And press it down good. And then I'm just going to ink it up. And I'm going to stamp. So I'm just going to press down. Voila. Alright, so that's part's done. So then I'm going to take the little banner stamp here. And I'm going to stamp it so I can put my sentiment. And I'm just going to stamp it on here. Oh, we're going to do it again because apparently I didn't ink the end. Now then, we got a good impression. Alright, so, and I know some of y'all are going to think I'm horrible because I don't clean my stamps. Here's the best I usually clean them. Good enough. Okay, so this has a couple different sayings with it. It says, I miss you every minute of every hour, time to celebrate, happy birthday, or I love you until the end of the time, which is the one that I used. And then, it has these flowers, and this is our sand that we'll be using. So, okay, this one's the one I need. So, and I just line it up beforehand to make sure I have it turned the right direction so that it'll stamp in the right spot. Oops. And voila. Okay, so now we have our sentiment banner done. And then we are going to stamp out a few flowers while I still have my black open. And just going to stamp a few on here. And we're going to be cutting these out so they can be kind of close. It's not going to hurt anything. Let's see. I think I have another, here's another piece of scrap. Hopefully I'm in frame because I can't see. And I just wanted to create a couple of, you know, flowers to go on there because I wanted it to look full. I'm trying to see if I had another white piece of scrap laying around. Here we go. Here we go. I did 5 flowers for all the other ones, so I want to do 5 for this one. Alright, so there's all of that for our flowers. So then we're going to stamp our sand into this. Now I thought about stamping it separate and then cutting it and then gluing the heart and the sand because it does have dies to cut all that stuff out. But I decided to just, since it has to be flat anyways for the swaps, I just decided that I would just stamp it onto the actual hourglass. So we are going to start by doing the heart first. And I'm just using my Vintage Photo Distress Oxide. And it seems to be the perfect color of sand. Now, you could totally do it, make it your sand in it, whatever color you want. You know, it's not a set in stone type thing. And I do try to wipe off the Distress Oxide. It's real easy to wipe off, but it doesn't really dry good, so it kind of leaves a mess. Alright, so then this is our other sand. And I'm just going to stamp it over this one to make it look like it's pouring down and wipe it off. And then the bottom one. And you could totally do these in whatever color you want to match whatever project. I think this is really cute. You could use it on other stuff too. You could do it for graduation make graduation cards or wedding or something like that. Alright, and then I'll wipe off my block. This little bitty piece, and this is your sand that is pouring down. Voila! And then I like to do this, and I also stamped on the bottom. Since this one up here had a little bit darker spot where it was falling through, I wanted to add a little bit darker on the bottom just to help kind of give it a shadow look. And then the only other thing that I stamped was this sentiment that says, "Time has a wonderful way." But we'll go ahead, we'll do it. Might as well. Since I was showing y'all, I'm doing the whole process this time because I've had quite a few people that have messaged me or left comments saying that they wanted to see me walk through the process from start to finish. So I'm trying to humor y'all by doing that a little bit. Because, you know, I'm time consuming. If I actually walked y'all through the whole process from me thinking out what I'm going to do to actually doing it, it would be some very long videos. Okay, so then next, pretty much, I just need to color. I need to color my flowers. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and and grab markers at the same time because I didn't leave them out earlier. Okay, so I just like to use my tri-blend markers to color with. I have the dull green blend, lavender blend, jade green blend, coral blend, and citrus blend that I am using. And so pretty much I just start out by going through and coloring all of my leaves. I'm not a perfectionist, so I just kind of, y'all know me, I just roll with it and it's fine. It don't gotta be perfect. It's still gonna look good. Part of it's gonna be hidden anyways by the time you tuck all your flowers around everywhere, so. And I apologize for the squeaking, but my markers are starting to get low because I use them a lot because I love them. Okay, so then I usually just go back in. I don't color all the way in. I just go kind of following the veins in the leaves. I didn't even do that one. Okay, it's going to be full on green and then we'll go in with the darker because I'm lazy. I don't want to switch back colors. Okay. Alright, in the end we're going to go with the dark one. Alright, in the end, pretty much we're going to just color our flowers. Let's see, we'll color 2 of these purple because 2 of them have to be the same. And then we can do all the other colors. And then we're going to go like this. Like I said now, I do not do anything perfect. I just go with it, kind of. Okay, and then I just go a little bit more, but not quite as much with the darkest ones, just to kind of hit over all the little center lines in the flower. So there's that one, and then let's do a blue one. pretty much doing the same process. Same thing with pink. And yellow. I'm surprised though Pippers hasn't come in here yet. Usually whenever he hears the squeaking, he instantly runs. I guess he thinks it's a mouse or something, so he has to come and check out and see what's going on. Alright, so now all of our flowers are done. This is done. And also what I like to do is, since it is going to be glass looking, I like to take like my vintage blue and I just go along the edges. Or you could even take like a really light blue marker or whatever you want to use. And then where it has like the little lines, I like to just go in a little bit extra. Just to help give it that look of glass so that it gives it a little bit of a shadow. Okay, now you can use it with or without the, let me show you, with or without the frame. I guess that's what you would call it. This thing is the one of the die cuts. Because you get the main one and then you get the frame. So you can make it with or without the frame. My first one I made was without it because I kind of didn't like it. And then my friend made one. We both have the same die and we just thought we would use them because we never had. And she made hers with the frame and I was like, well, let me try it. So I did and I like it. I like the look of it and it gives you kind of something to build on. So you can make it with or without. But you have to use the die and cut this part out if you want the frame. And it's going to go over top of this first. So it doesn't matter. You don't have to color this on the thing unless you actually are going to use it without this. So pretty much after I'm done at this point, I take glossy accents and I just put it over this part that's supposed to be glass. And then I take liquid pearls and I put it on my flower centers and then I set it aside and I let it dry. And that's time consuming because you gotta let it dry. But with the magic of Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube, the internet, I have one already done and dry so we can assemble it together. Alright, so I'm gonna get rid of this black mat. I've had cataract surgery, so it makes it really hard for me to see on dark backgrounds for some reason. So that's why I have a white table. And I know y'all are just was dying to know that. Okay. So, also on this, I didn't show y'all, but I did color. You can see I just took a dark, the dark brown one. Let's see what it's called, earth brown, and just went in and highlighted this part and then colored in this and then just drew some little lines right here to make it look like wood grain. But you could totally use wood grain paper and cut this out and it would look good too. Alright, so this is all of our pieces we have. So we are going to start by gluing this together first. Alright, so add some glue. Whenever you're gluing, because they're both the same way, make sure you have your heart on top. Don't ask me how I know. It's easy to get it turned around and then your sand would be pouring upside down and it kind of looks a little bit crazy. So, just pretty much gluing that down. I'm holding it for a second. And then you're just going to add your flowers in. Since I have 2 of the blue in this, well, I have 2 pink too, so it don't really matter. But normally I would only have, I'm missing a yellow. That's what it is. I don't have a yellow here. But anyways, I am going to put one of these on top. And normally I only have 2 of the same color, so I'll put one on top and then I'll put one down, you know, near the side or something. But let me set this over here so you can kind of see what we're doing. So then I just take one and I glue it in. Now, you can do this any way you want. You don't even have to have the flowers. You don't have to have 5 flowers, or you could add 10 flowers. But it's up to you. And this would, I think, also be really easy to create, just drawing by hand and then embellishing it. You know, you could take and draw your own hourglass if you didn't have an hourglass stamp. You could totally draw your own and then take like floral stamps, if you have like floral stamps and stuff, and stamp them out and create your own little thing. So, it's just limitless. Okay, so I did not stamp out the second flower that was on here, which is this one. I just stamped a bunch of these. So what I did was I just cut some of these leaves off to be able to stack it up and tuck them in like this, so that you don't have all the same old leaves and it's looking kind of crazy. Oh, I guess I do only got this one. Okay. But don't throw those little leaves away we just cut off, because we're going to use them too. Alright, so I just tucked everything in, and then pretty much I'm just going to tuck these leaves down into here. It just gives a little bit more fullness to it. Making use out of everything. And then I just decided where I wanted my banner to be, and I just put a little bit of glue here and here, and then a little bit on the center of it to hold it, and just press it down. Hold it for a second, and voila. And then for this, I just cut out, they're not perfectly square or anything, and I liked them, and I messed around with it enough that I finally decided where I was going to put it. But let me grab my scrap paper here if I can get a hold of it. I just have a piece of scrap paper, and I'm just going to glue this on and then cut around it. I thought this was a very fitting saying and very fitting of a mom. Any loved one, really. And then I just added a little glue here and tucked this on. And voila, we have a finished hourglass. And it's super cute. So, let's see if I can show it in the light a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it looks like real glass. It's really pretty. And it's still flat, pretty much. So, it melds well. So, if you guys want to be entered to win one of these, all you have to do is leave me a comment below, and I will draw on the last day of the month and announce the winners. So, and if you're not subscribed, definitely hit the subscribe button. That way you're notified whenever I upload another one, another giveaway post, because every month I've had a few that are not the word is eluding me. They didn't come back for their prize. I can't claim. There we go, claimed. Sorry, y'all. My brain only works half the time. They didn't claim their winner, the winning piece. So I had to re-give it away. So definitely hit subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment to be entered. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, bye y'all.